Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. Still on his feet at the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical 3rd down, pitch and catch explosive play for the offense.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way, Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the 1st down marker is.
Yeah, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Booster. After the run, now to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Breaks into the open. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Just steamrolling the defense. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Unleashes one. Left side is Miller. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They give it back to him. At midfield, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 10. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. To land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5.
Well, that is a very disappointing kickoff return. They've got to do a better job up front blocking these guys running down the field. There was just nowhere for that return man to go.
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride him again. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Gets rid of it.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Rush is on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Moving out to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Drops back on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. Powers through. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they turn it into a defensive score. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. RPO complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'll give it to Baxter. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long coming up. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. He's going to run it. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The Cardinals can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A give to Brown. Turning it on. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. And the Cardinals will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Brown. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They'll run with Brown. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Enough to move the chains. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37. Kentucky going quickly.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. That timeout taken by the Wildcats is their final one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. On the ground, it's Baxter. All over him immediately.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
QB's trying to throw a quick one down here in the end zone. You know you're going to be getting tight coverage, and that's a better job defensively of swatting that thing away for the incompletion.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And this one is perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets.
On the move from inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They go back to C.J. Baxter. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. There's some room. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
Passing on the field goal try. Ball at the 10, and here they come to go for it on fourth and short. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Square. 95-96 bridge. 95-96 bridge.
Needs it here on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Swamped immediately.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
One more time, it's Brown. Oh, they've got him in the backfield. A disaster on that one and a loss of 6.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Not a exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. You hate to see an injury any time. Holly's going to keep an eye on that and get us up to date on what the situation is. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Out wide left, it's Baxter. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
Offense here just trying to outflank the defense on 3rd down, trying to get the ball to their running back on the perimeter, but nice job tackling in the open field by the defense to now set up 4th down.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He's changing the play. Snapped on 4th down. Looking down the middle. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. They were all over it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Snap in the shotgun. Buys time to his left. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
The running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Rolling right and going deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
His quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
And the Cardinals will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Making the adjustment. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. C.J. Baxter one more time. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. On the draw, it's Baxter. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Wants to throw on first. Trying to get behind the defense. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Hand off for Baxter. Got the first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Now on the counter. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance to break the tie late. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wildcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Caught behind the line. It's Skinner. At the 35, he's open. Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. C-A-T-S, Cats, Cats, Cats as Kentucky builds this lead.
It feels like it's been a fast break on the basketball court here for a while now. Kentucky showing the speed all over the field, pulling away from Louisville.
Yeah, taking care of business, taking care of emotions. The battle, obviously, of Kentucky. They're doing everything they need to do.
He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Second and long here. They'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll run the screen. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Look out! On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. He's looking to pass. Back's got it on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
Out of bounds, right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down to the air. Here comes the heat. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun, it's Patterson. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Kentucky! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a 4-3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Couldn't ask for much more than this. Starts to return inside his 35. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you